Hello and welcome to Packaging Insights, the podcast where we explore latest trends, innovations, and challenges in the world of packaging automation. My name is Shuhaibar, the president of BellatRx, and today we're going to discuss some of the discussions that took place at the top-to-top meeting organized by PMMI, the Association for Packaging and Processing Equipment, that took place a couple of days ago. This is a fantastic meeting that is held once a year between industry leaders from the OEM side and the end user sides, where they discuss common issues that are facing the industry and try to put the framework towards solving these issues collectively. Some of these topics were related to operator training and how there is a disconnect between what OEM companies provide and the expectations from end users. Typically, end users don't plan for training as well as they should, admittedly by a lot of the attendees to that meeting. And that is because they focus on the equipment, and typically the line item or the budget line items are related to equipment and options. And often the training piece gets neglected or gets the short end of the stick, if you will. By the same token, OEMs are often not prepared to meet the requirements for the operators at that specific facility where the equipment is getting installed. To be more specific, OEMs see it from their perspective, while we need to shift our focus to see it from the operator's perspective. A word that was used often, we need to meet the operators where they're at in terms of their learning. Another topic was discussed is vertical startups, and that is basically when we install a piece of equipment, OEMs, at a end user facility. Typically, the production runs well, we hand over the keys to the operators, and we walk away. And sometimes, and most often than not, there is a dip in productivity. And that is because of the magnitude of the training and the amount of information that is transferred during those few days of install. That transfer needs to be a little bit better thought out, and as admitted by both end users and OEMs, to minimize that dip in productivity after installation and commissioning. And the last one is IT and OT integration. End users are asking for more and more from the equipment in terms of data gathering and analysis and providing reports and OEE information. By the same token, the IT groups at end user facilities are putting some stops to this because of security concerns and breach of information requirements on their side. The OEMs are trying to navigate through that and provide the OEMs with the information they need, and we can provide. However, the IT teams are often not at the table when the specifications are discussed related to these projects. So we talked about a commonalized operator interface to make sure that the information transfer is standardized among OEMs, and that we should have IT individuals early on in the process sitting around the table and signing off on the specs that are required in order to provide the IT data and the OT data that is needed by the end users. If you need additional information about these topics, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to answer your questions. And stay tuned. Next week, we'll be discussing the evolution of packaging machinery